Roll it. Welcome back, you beautiful window lickers. Before we begin this video, just a quick thank you to these fine people who continue to support my dumbass. You see them on your screen right now. I really appreciate you. And if any of you don't know already, I have a Discord link and a merch link in the description, if any of that actually interests you. And if you enjoy my content, maybe consider subscribing. I'd really like that too. Oh, and please, guys and girls, I know most of you forget to use it, but try and hit that like button as often as possible. It just takes a second to click and it does help me out quite a lot. So as you have probably already found out through posts and other content creators' videos, the Band of Air fix is on the way. Not here yet, but very close to it. Now, some of you might disagree with me or might be wondering why I called it a fix and not a nerf. And the reason for that was because to me, the ring itself was always broken. Broken because it procced in many different ways that it clearly wasn't supposed to do. And when something does something it's not supposed to do, that's the definition of broken, at least in the gaming world. The ring created ginormous imbalances and gaps between the player base. I mean, this ring caused players to fall back to their old and overused tradition of only asking players to join groups who had the Band of Despair. The Band of Air. You know, that typical elite hits behavior of excluding players who haven't acquired a specific overpowered item that would make their content adventures a lot easier. Those elitist pricks are never gonna learn, are they? Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em all, I say. So this fix, or nerf as most of you call it, is a victory for all those players who felt like they were being excluded for not having it. Like they somehow had some sort of disease and were quarantined by the rest of the Neverwinter community in fear of catching it. For them, this fix is a stress reliever. No more stressing out over hardcore boss or frustration over not getting the reagents to create that damn ring in the first place. But there's a flip side to all of this. For those who grinded the ring endlessly to get the ring, and I mean endlessly, like 400, 500, or over 1,000 hardcore Vault of Stars runs to get the damn ring, for them this will probably feel like a slap in the face or a kick to the gonads. Some players did get the Band of Air in like 5 to 10 runs, but nobody cares about them. They can go skydiving with no parachute for all I care. Lucky son of a bitches, as my Greek father used to say in his funky Greek accent. I mean, how dare they get lucky? I hate you. So like I was saying, to those players, this fix/nerf won't be something they are looking forward to. And this is the problem with creating such overpowered items and then leaving them in the game for long periods of time. It creates a reliance to them. Players build around those items and of course get attached to them, so when the time comes that they get nerfed/fixed or rebalanced, of course they will be mad. Personally, I enjoyed the ring, but I also knew it was broken, and something at some point had to give. My question is, why did it take so long? Probably on purpose, but I won't get into those reasons why that would be the case. I will just upload a video of my discussion about these topics that I had with Minimi and Northside. That will clarify more of my thoughts, or our thoughts. I will just say they surely knew it was overpowered and could have made these changes way sooner. I mean, if you remember, they already nerfed the Band of Air once, and they nerfed it pretty damn quickly. It initially was way more overpowered than it is now. Crazy to think that that ring was stronger than it is now, but it actually was. The original nerf happened lightning fast, but this nerf was extremely slow. There is reasons behind everything, and it might even be considered conspiracy theories. But like I said, I'll save those theories for when I upload my chat with North and Minnie. So this fix is coming soon. What now? Is there a reason to panic? To me, no, there is no reason to panic at all. There was a time before the Band of Air, and we did just fine then, so we will do just fine now. Sure, the fix/nerfs hurts some classes, but contrary to popular belief, it won't affect rogues as much as they think it will. Even if we lose 20 or 25% of our damage, we will still be top tier DPS. And I know that hurts some people, but that's just facts. I mean, what did they think? That the changes to the Band of Air only affect the rogues? It affects every single class. The hate for rogues is real, my fellow peanut stabbers, but don't worry. They'll soon find a new reason to hate us, and we're kind of used to it, so it doesn't really matter. But personally, I really don't care, because I thrive off the hate. It gives me like weird boners and makes me want to investigate BDSM. So prepare your gluteus maximuses for the incoming fix to the Band of Air, and rename it to the Band of Despair instead. And, you know, don't forget the lube. So we'll have to see after more testing if the ring will be worth using in builds and which classes it will work better on. But no matter what happens, you should focus on builds without the Band of Air, just to be on the safe side. And, of course, the procking and stacking of Serene Hood and the armor pieces, you know, like the ribcage and the new ribcage, might be slightly more difficult to proc now. So keep that in mind as well. Overall, for me, this change doesn't really affect me much. I never really believed in gear that had chances of proccing. It's just too random for me. So I do understand both sides of the fence here, why people would be mad at the fix and why people are happy that the fix is coming. Personally, even though I have 3 bands of air and enjoy the damage it deals, I'm all in for it being fixed since the gap between players and the exclusion it caused was disgusting to me. So yeah, fuck the band of air. Let it be cast into Mount Doom where it belongs and just be done with it. Guys, I promise you, you'll be okay. We'll always find a way. And I'm not going to get into the 2 blog posts that they released about their thought process and what the actual changes are, because Northside already covered that and a few others are probably going to cover it or already did cover it, and I'm just too lazy to read it all over again. So I'll just add the links in the description below and you can read it for yourself. The general gist of it though is that the nerfs needed to happen because the rings caused a divide between the community and it was never their intention. The "it was never their intention" part is up for debate, but like I said, we'll cover that in another video. And then they go on to explain how the ring won't proc off of anything else besides your abilities, skills, encounters, mount powers, whatever. So basically no more procs off of procs. Well, we'll have to see it to believe it, but that's how it's supposed to work. I'm sure something will be messed up when they release it on live because that is usually the case, but only time will tell. I'm assuming the fix will come soon, probably in the next few patches, maybe even in the next one, but we'll have to see. So yeah, that's about it. I could say more, but I don't want to right now, and I'm tired and lazy and bored, and I want to end this video and start working on other videos. So tell me your thoughts below. Let me know what you think about these changes and how you feel overall. Galactic here. Peace out. Stay safe.